Welcome everyone to the show. We're back. I'm Don Vic.
Your co-host IG.
We in the building, baby. So, man, this is our last show of the day. Long day today. Just want to thank all the guests that came on the show. Bill Thompson, great guy. I'm glad I've met him. And also, who else we just had right now?
Mr. John Harvey.
Mr. John Harvey and Mr. Gene Russell. Listen, these guys are off the hook. Great guys, great interview. Glad to meet them too. Thank you, Jennifer Dawn, for bringing them along to come aboard the show. Listen, this show is off the hook, and I say everybody need to come on my show. If you have anything that you want to talk about, any talent, you're a singer, you're a director, you're an actor, comedian, whatever it is that you are, you want promotion, you want exposure, this is where you need to be, the Don Big Show, okay? We're not just talk show hosts and co-hosts, we're also award winners.
Yes, sir.
We are award winners for Best Host Event. Okay.
And thank you for Jennifer Dawn for the recognition of
Yes.
that. It's a pleasure.
Yes.
To be involved with with her company and to be involved with everybody else that supports us.
Yes.
So we support them.
We support them. Yes. And this is actually our first award. And we are super excited and happy that we worked so hard and we got recognition for it. So thank you, Jennifer Dawn. Believe and you can fly. Believe, G, and you can fly. Okay. So thank you, Jennifer. So with that being said, also we had a great show. What was it to do last week with the one and only Ken Allen that was on the show. he had us going, but he had us going. Like, listen, I went to sleep with all my eyes open. Okay, I had a bat on the side of the bed. I had my roller skates on the other side because I wasn't trying to run. I was trying to skate out of the crib. Okay, I was trying to skate out of the crib. We learned a lot from Ken Allen and what Colt does and those type of people that Colt do. Listen, that's it's tough and scary, so I can see what the paranormal team be going through too, even though this is different, but they're all in the same circle. So big shout out to Ken Allen. And also big shout out and thanks to Mary Alice Enright that came on. She was an actress and model. We spoke to her for a while. And she is also, she's a hot one, okay? Spicy. That's what she said. She's spicy.
Spicy, very
she
spicy.
Said she's very spicy to me. And I believe her 100%. She's from Philly, so you already know she's spicy. Right? Short little thing too, So we're waiting on celebrity boxer Frankie Pickard to come aboard the show. We sent him a text, we sent him the link. We're just waiting on him to come on so we can start the show. But guys, it's great. It's great. I believe that June 11th there'll be another fight in Florida, celebrity boxing. So anybody in Florida who likes boxing wants to come out, man, holler at us. Make sure you end up in at celebrity boxing.
Somebody got this.
So we enjoy going there. It's a great event, atmosphere, great people to collaborate with and network with. that go there. So it's a great place to be. You know, even though we know it's in Florida, it's in June. I'm not sure if we're going to end up going, but we don't know yet. There's other places that we need to be going to and collaborating with other people, especially Vegas with my friend Nicole Vegas. Big shout out to Nicole Vegas, Karen Kovic Pacino from Vegas. I'm a man, Christian Lanes from Las Vegas. Eris Williams from Vegas. So many people. Ulu Gomez from Vegas. She's coming to the show. She's a business owner, and she also has a talk show on YouTube. I think it's called Live It Up or something like that. Life something.
Live It Life Productions. I think it is.
Who's Ulu Gomez?
That was from the 12, from the women's. That was a little different one. Yeah.
Yes, a different one. Yeah. So she'll be on the show. Ulu Gomez will be on the show on the 17th at 5 p.m. We have my cousin Joseph coming on the 16th. Listen, that's the prophet. Call him the prophet. So you already know what that means, okay? And we also have Vita. I forgot her last name. Vita Clarkson. But she
Vita
Craddock. Yes, I'm sorry, Vita Craddock from Los Angeles. She's a clothes designer, fashion designer, and she does stuff for Hollywood actors and people up in Hollywood. She's known for what she does.
She's a casting director at Warner Brothers Entertainment also.
Exactly, casting. So we'll be talking to her on the 16th as well. So I can't wait to have her on. What's up, Country Slims? Okay, my man Country Slims. Big shout out to New York. You heard Manhattan with my man Country Slims. If y'all don't know who he is, he's an artist. I think born and raised in North Carolina, and he is now residing in Manhattan, New York. He's a rapper. He's been on my show a while ago. And he's a great guy, you know, got some great music. He's putting out some stuff. Make sure you guys follow him, show him some love. You heard? Great dude, man. So we're still waiting for the celebrity boxer to come on. Not sure if he got
He did get it.
He got it?
Yeah, he had a issue, I guess, on the computer. But I did ask him to go do it through his phone.
Yeah.
But he hasn't responded back yet, so
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna give him a while to see if we can log in. But you know, guys, definitely would like to bring Country Slim back on the show, see what he's up to. I mean, I know what he's up to. I've seen him up, you know, he'd be on his lives. He'd be on his lives and stuff. But see what, you know, he's actually doing as far as his music. And a big shout out to Virgo G out in Manhattan as well, man. My girl Virgo G, you know, she's also an artist. She's a talk show host, talk show radio host, and she's a writer. You know, she did a song with Cuban Link, you know, and it's on her page. You guys can see it. And I also want to thank her for Virgo G Magazine. I'm on that magazine. With actor Derek Webb is on that magazine. He's on the front page. I'm on that magazine. You guys can check it out.
There he is.
Okay. So, people, we finally got Frankie Pickard aboard. So, please welcome
Frankie Pickard, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. What's up, big dog?
What's up, brother?
Hey, you can see I'm getting ready, right?
Oh man, look at you, man. Every time I see you, keep getting swelled up, man. You need to stop, man.
Hey, I
You're
be like
embarrassing
this.
people like me, man.
You know, I gotta get like this just in case I go to one of these fights and y'all, you know what I'm saying? I gotta snatching people up from the top of y'all, you know.
Oh, trust me, I know how you feel, bro.
What's good? How you been?
Oh man, just living life, taking care of the family, and getting the
Yeah.
workout on in the gym now.
I get it. I mean, that's what we live for, our families, right?
Exactly.
You just gotta
Without our family, man, you have to think of like what is it for us out here, you know?
Yeah, family. That's what it's all about, you know. So it's all about. So we know that you fight for celebrity boxing.
Yes.
And we've been to one of your fights, and well, actually, I think we've been to two of your fights. We just didn't know you the first time we went out to Atlantic City.
Right.
I think you fought that day and got the belt. I don't remember, but I know
it was September the 18th, I believe. 2 years ago.
Something like that. But we went to the one on March 26th. We saw you fight. Mm-hmm. It was exciting. I mean, the crowd was going crazy. I think your fight was like the loudest. Like everybody was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, bro. I didn't even expect them to be. They wanted one more match, man. So they was loving. They was out for blood. They was out for blood more than we was out for blood.
And you the fighter.
Exactly.
But it was good, man. It was entertaining. You got me out my chair, and I was recording. So, it was exciting. We was like, one more.
Yeah, man. But they should have gave you guys that one more round, man.
Yeah,
they should have. They should have.
That would have had the whole crowd jumping because, you guys were really going at it in the ring. Mm-hmm. It was so real. You grabbed them in the headlock, and you was like, "Wait!" I said, "It can't get no realer than this. This is like street fight, wrestling, and boxing." I said, Frankie went all out.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, I've been knowing Mike Davis for I don't know, basically all my life. Right. He was actually a professional wrestler the same time that I started being a professional wrestler. And then me and him in the wrestling era, in the wrestling ring, me and him fought I don't know how many times me and him fought. But then there's we knew so much. We was wrestling brothers. So you know how real life brothers, how they fight. And then sometimes it gets to that point, y'all really getting at it. So that's how me and Mike Davis is. He gets that fire. And not just that, man. I got my homeboy, my manager, Trizzy the Mouth, man. He was in his ear. He's like, "Come on, dog." I was like, "Oh shit. All right, let's go."
Yeah. So how long was you a wrestler for?
Oh man! So right now, let's see. I'm 39. I'm 39 years old. So I started wrestling when I was. Wow, I was basically 15 years now.
15 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So what made you switch over to boxing?
So funniest thing was well, as far as wrestling, you want to promote yourself. So we always do these promos of who your opponent is. So I talk the realest shit ever. I don't sit there and sugarcoat it right there because I was born and raised in the hood and I was born and raised in the city. So, I have to in my promos in wrestling, you have to give them, what they want. And they want that realness. And so I give them that realness. And it was one time, it was just I got this text message and it was from Dame, and Dame Feldman was like, "Hey man, I've been watching your wrestling, I've been watching your promos." He was like, "Man, how would you like to do celebrity boxing?" I was like, "Celebrity boxing?" It was like, As a kid growing up, I used to have a chip on my shoulders. I used to have an attitude.
Right.
I didn't take shit for anybody. I was just always wanted to fight. At the time, my foster parents took me to a martial arts school to help me control my attitude.
Right.
So I did taekwondo, aikido, ninjutsu, and I also did um a little bit of, I would say, a little bit of like Thai boxing, but
Okay.
it was just,
What,
I
what,
knew
what,
all these stuff.
what's Thai boxing? Is that like kickboxing?
Yes, Muay
Kickboxing.
Thai.
Okay.
Yeah,
Boy Thai. Okay.
that's where kickboxing mostly came from, was like Muay Thai.
Okay.
Um, Basically, and then I started, and I always, as a kid, we always wanted to. I've been watching wrestling ever since, Hulk Hogan and Macho
Ooh.
Man was wrestling.
Right.
Yes,
And
sir.
then as I got older, I was like, man, I want to become a wrestler. So I wanted to, like, my friend, he was wanting to become a wrestler. So we was trying to figure out. At the time, we only knew WWE and at the time WCW. So he was like, man, how can we get into wrestling? So I looked at different places, found out that there was indie style wrestling.
Okay.
So I reached out to Combat Zone Wrestling, and then the guy DJ Hyde, he was up there, was like, oh, come in for a tryout. By the way, tryout was brutal. I lied to you not. I definitely, the next day I didn't even feel my legs. My legs definitely were bleeding, and I was throwing up all over the place. So
Oh, wow.
whatever was inside my system, it was out that day.
Wow.
But as I grew, I was trained under Drew Gulak. That was, now he's in WWE now,
Okay.
and then I've been going different places. I've been wrestling with Matt Tremont at H2O. So on after that, boxing I never got into, but I
Right.
always respected boxing because as a kid, my grandfather used to take me and my cousin over to my uncle, and we'll sit there and watch the Mike Tyson fight.
Yes.
And they used to get upset because, at the time, I'm saying
Yeah.
that, at the time, there was that cable box you could put the chip in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cheer,
The black box. The
Yeah.
black
The
box.
black box, right? So, my grandfather, he didn't believe in buying from the pay-per-view. So he was like, all right, we're going to go over to Uncle's. So I went over to Uncle's and we was watching boxing. And they used to always get upset because they want to see a good fight. Oh, this is going to be a good fight. And Mike Tyson just be knocking motherfuckers out, putting them to sleep like 2.5 seconds. And they're like, what? I've been waiting all this time for this. But no, after that, I knew it was some boxing in me and the feeling that I want because of my grandfather and my uncle, and just to see how hyped there is. So when Damon came to me and proposed to come do celebrity boxing, I was like, why not? That I can add that to my list of what I did for the rest of my, for my life.
Right.
And I can show my kids that, um, actually my grandfather has been passed down from his father to my grandfather, to my grandfather to me.
Okay.
And it said, I might not have all the money in the world, but all that I can give you is a knowledge. Learn every skill.
That's right.
And when you learn every skill, you can get everywhere and around the world, and without no problems. And my grandfather did. He became one of the workers for Boeing that fixed airplanes and military planes and so on and so on.
Okay.
So he gave that to me. So I'm in my style of, like, I love to fight. That's what I want to do. And boxing is just another stepping stone to get into, because street fight to martial arts to wrestling, now this. So it's like, I tried it out and was like, man, I really liked it. Something woke me up on a lot of stuff. So I shout out to Dame
Yeah.
family for looking, for
To Damien. Yeah.
for choosing me to come and show the love and show people love of what I do, and I can give back to the world.
Right. Right.
All right. Sorry.
Go
So
ahead.
so going back a little bit back to the wrestling, because
Uh-huh.
I know at some point you did have 4 or 5 titles, didn't you? At some point.
So
Yeah.
Tell us about
I
the belt.
had in wrestling, I had 6 titles.
Oh,
Ooh.
And 6
my
wrestling
bad.
titles.
6.
It's cool. It's 6 wrestling titles plus a boxing, the American right there. So I had 7 belts all in my career.
Holy crap! 7 belts.
Yes, and I've been holding them belts down for 2 years. So
What? Oh,
Yeah.
so you doing your thing?
You sure
Yeah.
you want to mess with this guy?
No, not at all.
yeah.
So that's great, and not just the fact that you're boxing for
Mhm.
celebrity boxing for Damien, but you're also having to communicate and collaborate with celebrities, real celebrities, TV celebrities,
Mhm.
actors, and all types of people that live shows of celebrities as well. That you can get to collaborate and talk to them as well, and meet them and do what it is that you want to do with them. So that's
Right.
awesome as well that you got that opportunity to do that.
It's good because you can also like pick their brains, not just in the sport that we love so much, but just like what did they do? How did they get their road to fame and become a celebrity? And
Yeah.
what's the highs and lows? Because sometimes you might want to step in and be like, man, I made it. I finally made it. But I done seen some of my idols that that made it, and then you see them fall, and then it's like, wow. And then sometimes you see like, where are they now? And then some of them it's crazy that like how you can get up there at the top and like you're up there at the top, but then once you drop, like where's the help? There's no help. Nobody
Right.
can help.
That's why when you on top, you got to stay working consistent to stay your position. It's like the belt, like your fighting belts. If you don't keep practicing and you don't keep doing what you're supposed to do to keep those belts, you're gonna fall.
Exactly.
Right. So same thing with this. A lot of actors do a thing and they go good for a year or two. And all of a sudden, you don't see them more. Next time you see them, they're doing because I don't know if the hunger left or
I don't know. It came to a point that I think everybody has a limit. Me, I never had a limit. I always followed the code of what my grandma would always say, especially when I was in school, to make things that's impossible possible.
That's right.
So I was never that guy that be like, okay, I'm here. What else? What's next?
Right.
I'm always at like, okay, I'm always going to keep fighting and keep grinding and keep finding something that I never touch and I go after and I go get. I hear from some celebrities, man, they'll get to the top and then they'll start realizing like what's next, and then it's just like I don't have it. I had money, I had the fame. What else can I do?
Right.
And it's crazy just to see when you're sitting in that level and you try to figure it out. While you're figuring it out, time don't wait for you.
That's
So
right.
then while you're figuring out, time is slipping away from you, and then you just hit hard. And it's just like it's a shame that you see people that's like that.
Right. And the keys to grow, right? The keys to grow. So going back to what you just said, when you get there to your what's next, after you're an actor, you get to tell what's next. For me, if that was me, I would look for other ways, like real estate. I'll get into real estate, or I try to stay motivated. If acting is what I really want to do, then I will keep finding more work to stay consistent, to stay in the media and showbiz in their face. To be still on top and carrying that torch.
Right.
You know.
So like my mindset, like everybody was like, I went to like every wrestling podcast and they were like, so what's next after wrestling and everything else? And so I always say, whatever the fans take me, it's just basically it's like you're sitting out there relaxing on the ocean and you just let the fans take you whatever you need to do. But my motivation that keeps me going is to set to teach young kids that haven't got that aspiring, because right now this generation we lost somehow, I don't know when, but somehow we lost the ability to get inspired. We lost the ability to find that idols. You know, there's no Michael Jordan, there's no Mike Tyson, there's no, anybody that inspire you.
Muhammad Ali's,
Exactly.
Martin Luther King's.
Right. So now like the kids are doing whatever they want to do. I just want to inspire them, and I just like every time in wrestling, man, the kids come up to me and they be like, "Man, I want to be just like you," and
That's
I was right there, and I was like, and I always tell them, I was like, if that's your dream and this is what you want, you can be whatever you want to be. You can be a doctor. Hey, you can invent your own stuff that nobody even know. The only thing you could do is believe in yourself. And if you see me, you tell me, it was like, hey, this is what I did, I will back you up 100%, because that's just how I am. Because I want somebody to do that to my kids.
That's right.
So if I look at everybody in around the world, it's the same way that I want people to look at my kids. Nobody different, no different colors, no race type thing. I just want them to be treated equally.
Right.
So, if I'm doing what everybody else is doing, then I'll be no better.
Right.
And what am I teaching my kids? So that's the only reason why I can say I can keep growing. And if that answer to that question, what else after whatever I'm doing, boxing, wrestling, is basically teaching my kids the evolution, and they can figure it out themselves.
Right.
That's my job.
Right. So you basically want to teach after, if you get to that certain point, you want to be teaching, which is a great thing, because you're coming a long way. You're getting involved in so many great things like boxing and wrestling, which is sports. And so you have a lot to talk about and tell the kids, and we do. We work for the future. We work for them. We work for our kids to teach them. We're not perfect. We all make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
And maybe some of our kids saw us making mistakes, but what we want them to know is that there is a change. We can change. And I'm not that person I was back then.
Right.
I'm a different individual now. And I want you to recognize that. I want to teach you that, so if you ever go through those rough roads where, you're going up and down, believe that there's a change in the future,
exactly. And that's
so I get exactly what you're saying. That's great that you want to teach. So June 11th, there's another fight in Florida, Miami. Are you attending that fight? Are you fighting on that day?
That I have no idea. Guy, I have to still talk to Boss Man. It's up to what Boss Man wants to do.
Right.
If I'm not, then I'll just wait for the August show.
Right.
Apparently everybody keep talking, coming back to the Boss Man, and they're telling him, was like, yo, when is Pickard and Davis 3 happening? So they're already they're already infesting what's going on. So they already inspired, and they can't wait to see that.
Right. Hazel, the fight with Hazel, Roche, and Albie Shore. I don't know where we're wrong there, but I seen Hazel perform, practice. You know, and I didn't think that he was trying to really hit LB Shore at all.
Right.
It didn't seem like he was him in the ring.
Right.
But I understand this entertainment, there's rules, there's certain things said behind the scene that nobody knows. But I know because I've been into boxing, I know how it goes.
Right.
You know? So, but other than that, you know, it was great. I believe he's going back to Florida. I think there's something going on with him and Fat Joe. I don't know, Fat Joe. They're trying to get him and Fat Joe to fight.
Right.
You know, what's your thought on that?
My thought on that, Hazel, where he at right now is he's basically what's the word I'm looking for? He is that guy, but it's just to figure out
Well, he's like the face of celebrity boxing because he started when like 4 years. He's been, you know, so he's like the front guy for celebrity boxing, right?
right.
If that's if I mean if that's the right words that I'm saying, but he's like the main event. You know, his fights are like main events. He's always in the main event, so he's like the front man on celebrity boxing. But would you think you have that opportunity to fight with Hazel and for the belt?
How? I'm sorry.
You think you would get to that rank to fight with Hazel for the belt?
Oh, I mean, I'm already on that level.
Yeah, right.
But as far as like, well, Hazel, he's that guy. He's a smooth talker. He can get the stuff done and he can hold his own.
Right.
He can go to a different. He's like me. That's one thing I can say that I respect about Hazel.
Yeah.
He's like me because it's like we all hungry. We all need to eat,
right.
you know? Hazel, like he can go 100%. He's good on social medias. He has that face.
Yeah.
So like if you combine wrestling and boxing together, he's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, not Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. Right.
So he's the Latin lover. You know, he gets the ladies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As me, I'm basically more of the sarcastic The Rock.
The Rock. Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So but we came up with this team because I don't know if you follow like wrestling. They used to have this group called Evolution.
Yeah.
With Randy Orton,
yeah.
with Randy Orton, Triple H, and Ric Flair and Batista. So like in this one, this is the boxing evolution where you have me, you have Cologne, and you have Hazel.
Right.
So it was like these are the guys that you know that the people will love to see and people will come out to see and they'll be like, oh my God, these guys are we're good in the ring and we're also
good marketers.
Yeah, exactly. And we're also good talkers and we love the same thing that everybody else loves. We love to do it for the people and everything else. I'm gonna tell you every time me and Hazel will come up there and we'll talk. I'm like, yo, Hazel. He was like, oh man. He's like, I want to be like you. I said, no, bro, I want to be like you. Said, you get the ladies, man.
Well, that's good that you
man.
Yeah.
You got the belts, man. You be getting the belts. He's like, I want to be like you. But
that's good that you guys inspire each other like that. You know?
Yeah, that's what keeps us going. You know, I look at stuff. You know, Hazel probably was looking at my stuff, and he'd be like, "Okay, we're basically helping each other, and we grow, and we keep growing." And like Hazel, like I got nothing but love and respect, man. He's definitely family,
Yeah.
and like with it doesn't even matter who's the top brand or the top
Yeah.
guy. Hazel
Yeah.
could be the top guy. If Hazel can stay on that pole and be in the top guy, my
Yeah.
hat goes off to him. I will back him up 100%.
That's right.
If he goes somehow he goes down and I helping to jump up on top, then Hazel will do the same thing for me probably. I
Right.
don't know. But I
Right.
do know that we both have the mutual respect as competitors and as entertainers.
Right.
And like I said, at the end of the day, if it comes down to it, and you put two kings in the ring together, Pickard versus Roche,
Oh.
that's like putting Muhammad Ali. I mean, not Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier in his prime against Mike Tyson in his prime. And
Yeah.
he just sitting there is like, wow. Or you just put Muhammad Ali in the same thing of facing off with May Money Weather.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, you put that in there, the two greatness up there, and you put them in the ring, you're gonna have people going out and going nuts and going crazy.
Right.
Did that match, did he hold back? He probably did. And I know Hazel can go 110%. And I know that he can go all out. But if there's certain rules that he has to go into, that celebrities is, me, I put it to you like this. If you sign on a dotted line to become a boxer, or you want to be in this sport, or you want to try, just get your feet wet to be like any celebrity, your feet wet or anybody, then, go in, do your 110%. But don't go in and be like a 50%, and then that other person is like 75, and then you have a whole crowd coming out there just to see a good fight.
Right.
Yeah. I know Hazel can do a lot of stuff. I know. I've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah. We seen it. We seen some of his, workouts and and matches on practices in the ring. So, but we know entertainment and boxing is two different things. I mean, even though boxing is entertainment, but boxing is boxing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Boxing is boxing.
Exactly.
So, Frankie, quick question. We're talking about kings, talking about the greats and stuff. We have this one person. I'm sure you know his name, Ryan Dalton. Right there.
Right.
So look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
we love Ryan. Ryan is something else.
Fun fact, I will challenge Frankie again, but I believe he made sure in his contract that he will never fight me. Why? Because I kicked the ever-loving crap out of him. He's so smart.
Smart, man.
Look, if this is the boxing evolution, boxing is doomed. Thank God I'm here.
I love Ryan. Ryan is something else. That boy is no joke, boy. I'm telling you, boy. He was starting trouble. He was starting trouble at the fight.
That's what I'm saying. That's why and the crazy part is I respect Ryan. I know why I respect him? Because he knows who to go after. He's hungry. He's like when Rocky was heavyweight champion and Mr. T came out and said, I want to fight you. That's him. And
that's Ryan.
And Ryan, I have no problem. But if you want to get in the ring with me, anytime, any place.
Well, first you got to win the fight.
Yeah. Come on. Let me just say the way he said it. He's 1-1. The second fight, nobody knows, but it was they decided that the guy had something wrong with the gloves or something.
Yeah.
So it was,
yeah. Ryan.
I'll just that's a little challenge right there. Let me see your win status, and then if your win status is great and higher than mine, then we can do some talking.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Ryan. Hi, Lacy Lace. So that's this is what I love most. One of the most things I love about boxing is the trash talking, and Ryan is a great trash talker because he doesn't take it off the radar. He keeps it clean,
Right.
and he goes right at you, but in a professional way. I like that about him.
Right.
He doesn't go crazy with it. Some people just be like all over the place and bringing up stuff that they shouldn't be bringing up. But
that's why not just that's another reason why I also have my manager always come with me, and I let him do the talk. He's like the Paul Heyman for me, I'm the Brock Lesnar. He's that Paul Heyman,
right.
Trizzy, like I'll let Trizzy talk because I know when I talk, I get sarcastic and I get pop shot and fly out my mouth, and it'll just go out, and they be like, "What did he say?" And then they'll go right there. I'll go right in and I'll talk about your family. I'll talk about this, that, and third. And, you don't know how many times I went at Mike Davis. And I'm like, yo, tell your girl I said hi. After I knock you out, you might be sleeping in the bed alone because she might be in my bed. Or, they're like, what?
Trash talk. Trash talk.
Yes.
And that's what a lot of viewers like is the trash talk going back and forth. Good example was young CEO Ryan and Zachary Johnson. Back and forth, trash talking. Got him on the show. It was good. We had things going. People was tuning in because the trash talking was going back and forth. And that's part of boxing, and that's what I love about it. Because at the end of the day, when it's in the ring, I want to see who's standing up, who backed what up.
That's just how I am. When I talk, you gotta talk. If you can talk that talk, you have to walk that walk, and you better back it up. If you don't back it up, then the only thing you are is talking. And,
Ryan, 0-2.
0-2 Ryan.
0-2 record. I don't know what his record is in comedy, but we know in boxing he's 0-2.
Yeah, he got a better chance at comedy, but yeah, we respect him. What he does. Like you say, he went after Kimbo Slice.
Yes,
he called him out, and Kimbo said, "Yeah," but Kimbo didn't. Ended up switching up on him. Blah blah. Listen, I'm gonna kick these. He makes videos. Yeah. He put the memes, and he goes all out, man. That's the whole 1-1.
He said, "I'm 1-1." Right, something else, but I tell you, woo-wee. So, who would you like to fight?
Oh man,
if you have an opportunity to fight, who would you like to fight? And it's not even about the belt, like just to fight.
Just to fight. Who really what I want is Mayweather.
Who?
Money Mayweather.
Hell.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah.
Money Mayweather. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to challenge because, like I said, I've been in street fighting all my life. Did martial arts, but this is I like challenges, and right now, that threat is definitely Mayweather. He has that mouth. He has everything that I'm striving to be. Especially, talking and backing it up. And he has it all because he can talk and back it up and come with a Ziploc bag full of money for some reason.
Yeah.
But
money.
Yeah, but that's right there. My other guy will be if it's in the celebrity boxing, I might as well say this now. Hopefully it'll come to the air. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I want you. I have been wanting you ever since I've been watching you wrestle. And now you're up there, you're being that big star. Hat goes off to you, man. Keep grinding, keep doing what you doing. But I'm calling you out. I want you in the ring.
Ooh.
Everybody might be up there think that you're that big muscle bound guy and everything else, but I can see right through you. You cannot beat me. You can't beat me. That was the reason why you left wrestling, because you might heard about the boy Frankie Pickard, and then you was up there was like, all right, sports is not my thing no more. So, so The Rock, you can do whatever you want to do. You're a great comedian. If you challenge me, that's what you will be, a comedian. I will definitely do. I ain't going to do that. I'm not going to pull out because then that'll be too much if I say, the Will Smith and Chris Rock one. But still, I'm calling you out, and I hope you hear this.
Wow. Man, well, if you're going to turn him into a comedian, you're going to be sending him over to Ryan. Him and Ryan will be hanging out.
Man, definitely.
That is like I say, that's a great fucking challenge. Yeah. Balls, like the balls, to know who you're going to challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter at the end of the day, who you are, what you do, how big or small you are,
right?
Call them out.
That's it. Because if you don't call them out, how you want to learn? How you want to challenge yourself? How you going to know what level are you? What can you do and what can you go? Like The Rock. That's the only reason why I'm coming at The Rock, because I know The Rock can do everything. I saw The Rock wrestle when I was a kid. I seen The Rock doing movies and TV shows and everything else. This is celebrity boxing. If he can do all that stuff, I'm calling him out. I could be a nobody all I want to, but yet and still I'm on that platform and I'm giving you the red carpet, Dwayne. Yeah. So what
we just got Dwayne Johnson called out on the Don Big Show live.
Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that people's elbow just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Sir. Oh, we got Mr. Hazel Roger.
What's going on,
Mr.
man?
Latin lover, man.
Yeah,
what you got now, man? How many you got, man? I know you got probably over 1,000 girls up there in your crib right now, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how you got how can you fit all these girls in the crib, man? Is that like room? You have girls for each room and stuff, man?
He expanded them. I
want to know your secret.
He said, ask your mother.
I love actually. Love it, man. That's so crazy.
554.
You said 554 girls.
How did you come up with that number,
about, man? I want to know your secret. I want to know where your energy is at.
For real, right?
No, I gotta have a tag team partner. I'm gonna have to tag that boy in. I might have to tag Vic in. I'm like, Vic, you're in. You finish the rest of your girls.
Put me in.
He might tag somebody else in. You going on straight.
That is crazy. So, so the fact that you're not sure if you're fighting on the 11th, you're waiting on your people to get back at you with some information,
right?
If you're gonna fight on that day or not,
right?
You just go Ryan on Hazel now.
Hazel, yeah, right.
Right. This guy, he's gonna knock himself out one of these days.
Yo, man, I lied to you not. I think one day Damon's going to set up Ryan versus the whole celebrity boxing roster.
Wow.
And the 554 girls that Hazel has at the house.
I know, right?
They're all going to take turns.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Have you ever thought of getting into other things besides the boxing, like filming, getting into film work?
Yes. So I did.
You got dark over there. We can't even see you. It's mad dark over there.
Yeah, right. I just happened to come into like the darkness.
Okay,
there you go.
There you go. Can you see me now?
Yeah, we got you. I'm good.
All right. So, funny thing that you said that was during the COVID and the shutdown, everything started shutting down. Wrestlers got restless and they was like, what we gonna do next? And everybody was sitting at home, and we had curfews, and it was crazy.
Right.
So like me and my crew came together and was like, why don't we do um why don't we do like this little clips? And I'm like, what you mean like clips? He was like, do like a series of like PUG, Philadelphia Underground. And it just be like we did like filming of like guys will come up and we'll like strange guys be fighting, like who knows, you might be fighting Michael Myers,
Oh,
or Michael Myers might be fighting
Freddy Krueger.
yeah, Freddy Krueger, or right there. And like we're doing all this stuff, wrestling and fighting. It'll be like an underground fight. It'll be like
Right.
Mortal Kombat, but in real life thing. When we did the film, the highest view that we have right now is me versus Nothing Face. That we got like 867 views. And it was insane because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna put it on YouTube and see where it goes. But it's been like going on and on and on, and was growing. So it to a point that I didn't even finish off the series yet, because then when everything started opening up, but
Yeah.
everybody was I got text messages, when you gonna bring back PUG? These matches is amazing. And I'm just like, man, I didn't think they will follow my scripts, and they want more of that. So I gotta figure out a date. I gotta finish out my booklet, and I got new people that's coming in for the PUG. So set up for the season 2, and it was just doing that style is actually very, very challenging. It's very great, because you're actually on the front lines. You want everything how you want it, and want to make sure everything is right. The fight scenes. I'm also a head trainer for Titans Championship Wrestling.
Okay.
So like I teach the kids, or I teach the students that wants to become wrestlers, because at the end of the day, I mean, we all know kayfabe is out in the open now with wrestling. We're nothing but stunt devils. That's all we are.
Right.
Yes, yes, we do get hurt. That's eventually is going to happen. We take the pain. Um, our bodies is like that. Difference between like WWE style wrestling and what like we do wrestling, because we do ultra violence. And if half of the people don't know what ultra violence is way worse than hardcore. Um, you're hitting other people with light tubes. You're already throwing them in barbed wires.
Right.
Throwing them in glass. It's insane. So like everybody would think, that's the reason why, people will get confused when they be like, oh man, wrestling is fake. And it's like, storylines, yes, a storyline can be fake, but when we really doing stuff like hitting each other with light tubes or throwing each other through glass, and we really hitting the barbed wires and stuff, like this is real.
Right.
We train our bodies to take punishment, and that's the same thing with boxing do.
Right.
We in boxing or MMA or whatever you go, we train our bodies to take the punishment. And that's that's the difference between like the TV style wrestling or the ultra violent wrestling,
Or the underground wrestling.
right?
Yeah. That's crazy. So I'm can't wait for you to come back out, and show another great performance. We definitely support you. We support Hazel all the way. That's my man.
Right.
We support them. We support you. So, whenever you're gonna have an event, if we can make it, we're gonna be there.
Okay, yeah, we definitely like like wrestling, we travel all around.
Right.
And then like boxing, I think we're trying to go more places besides, coming to like Jersey and then going to Miami. I think he wants to. I guess he's trying to expand. So we're definitely trying to go everywhere. So
That's good. Yeah, that's good. I wish you the best of luck, Frank. You're a great guy. I can tell you're a great guy. That's why we linked up in ATC. We started talking. We was there for a minute.
Right.
We was talking so much we almost forgot we had a fight.
Yeah, right. I was like, oh, okay. It's like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, and we're gonna bring Rico too to the show. We want to get Rico here, with the puppet.
Oh man, Rico's a man. But I had to tell Hazel to watch out because Rico get all them girls too, man.
Yeah, I see. It's between Hazel and Rico. Hazel and Rico got a chance between the girls.
Rico's top dog. Rico got a title. Doesn't Rico have a title?
Huh? Who, Rico? Oh
Okay,
man, Rico always got the title, man. He got a title with all these girls and everything, man. Everywhere you turn, you just seen Rico with all hugged up with a girl, man. I'm like, Rico, what you doing? He's like, hey, mind your business. Let me do me. I'm like, you right, you good. All right.
That is so dope. We're definitely going to reach out to see if we can bring him on the show as well. Great guy. I'll be seeing this live on Instagram. I'll be logging in when I can and stuff. But I want to wish you the best, Frank.
Thank you.
Whatever we can do for you, man, as far as promotion, man, what's up, man? This is what we do.
Right.
And, just so that you have a platform here. I can also link you to some other talk shows.
Okay, yeah.
And get you out there. Thank you, man, and we'll talk to you soon.
Oh man, thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. It's a blessing, both of y'all. All of y'all are is like the best. It's always fun to talk to somebody that can relate and have fun.
Yeah.
And do y'all thing, man. And y'all keep killing it. Y'all doing y'all thing. I'm gonna do my thing, and
right.
We're gonna keep leaking up, and
we're gonna keep growing.
Exactly.
You get your friends, we'll get friends,
and we'll be all
friends. Exactly. That's all right with me.
Shout out to my team, Vixen Gang, Ball Suey, and Trizzy the Mouse, Rico. We're going on strong, man. We're doing everything right now.
That's awesome. We're definitely going to get up with you because I know you guys been doing some other stuff. Podcasting. I believe you got a podcast or something like that. Rico does, right?
Yeah, Rico's having a podcast.
Yeah, so we look up and make an episode with all of us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So thank you, man. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right, man. Thank y'all, man. Be safe.
All right.
Safe.
Love, peace, respect. Yeah. That was Frankie Pickard, man. Great to see me. Great people on the show, and he's got a lot of things going on for himself. He's part of some boxing, and he has the belt. He has a couple belts. I got like 7 belts. He said,
yes,
belts. I ain't seen no belts in my life, But this is what it is, guys. Bring amazing people to the show, have them here, and you guys can meet them and know what's going on, and maybe that can inspire someone to stop.
Yeah, I would love to. Strip that puppet's head off. I would love to.
Ryan is up to. Right.
He's gonna have to go at him and everything.
Ryan, you're gonna start fight with everybody. You're gonna have the whole celebrity boxing after you. They're gonna want you in the boxing.
Yeah, I don't know. Not that he's disappointed me, but Ryan says all this about going to step up to everybody, put him down to the ground. But he said, I'll put you down, and when I tell you to get up, you get up.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have not seen that.
I ain't seen it either, but
Yeah, we got you.
we're watching Mr. Ryan Dunn. You know, we watching his moves, his posts. He's really going at everybody out there. You know, so we're definitely gonna keep him in mind. What's up, Andres, boy de Colombia?
Shout
Colombia's
out to
in the house.
Colombia in the house.
Big shout out to Colombia. You heard, mi gente en Colombia.
Saludos.
Yeah, and Andrita is an artist. He's an artist from Colombia. He's been on the show before. Big guy. Big shout out to him in Colombia. But other than that, guys, I want to thank everybody for logging in, for supporting the show, for sharing, liking, and big shout out to Parapost Network for on their platform as well. Big shout out to the paranormal teams, actors, directors, comedians, boxers. Listen, everybody that's been on our show. Okay, writers, book writers, you name it, authors, everything. So yeah, guys. So this is the show. We'll see you next week. I'm lighting up some great people on the show. We got a great designer, clothes designer from Hollywood. She designs clothes for types of people. She's also a producer, right? So we're talking to her on the 16th. We're talking to my cousin Joseph Aker, which is the new. So talk to him about. Listen, you guys got to watch. This is super intelligent. So talk to him on the 16th, and we have my friend Ulu Gomez from Las Vegas. She's Hawaiian. I believe she was born in Hawaii. But she's out in Vegas now. She's a business owner and also a talk show. Oh, she has her own show on YouTube. So we'll be talking to her as well next week. So tune in because I'm grabbing some people to come on the show. Thank you guys for the love.
I'm gonna leave you with peace, love, respect.
We out.